Hello, world. What is up? Welcome to Build at Home. I'm your host, Matt Forte, and I'm coming to you from my home, as I believe is also our next guest. But before we jump in, I just really quick, I wanted to continue to highlight nokidhungry.org. We've been doing this every day, all of our shows, and we're going to keep doing it. Millions of children are losing the healthy meals they depend on as the coronavirus closes schools nationwide. 574 million meals have been lost so far. No Kid Hungry has a plan to feed them, but we need your help. So head over to nokidhungry.org. Take a look and see. I know it's hard out there. If you happen to be someone in a position to give back, nokidhungry.org is worth a look at. Go see all the amazing work they're doing and just see what you can do. Thank you. Speaking of great organizations, our next guest left a lucrative six-figure tech job to turn the family farm into the incredible barn sanctuary. And tomorrow night, Saturday, April 11th at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, his brand new series chronicling living his best life on the land premieres on Animal Planet. Please welcome founder of Barn Sanctuary, the great Dan McKernan is here. Dan, oh my goodness, how are you, sir?
Hey, doing well. Just hanging out with my boy Jasper right now.
Oh my gosh.
Getting excited for the premiere of the show.
That is, people at home, I don't know if they can see all of Jasper. There he is. Oh. Dan, I said this before, before we went live here. I'm super excited to chat with you, but I am thrilled that Jasper and his friends are with you as well. I was hoping that this would be the case. So thank you so much for bringing us right to the barn with you.
Thank you.
Dan, how are you doing, man? How is life over there? It looks like you're making the best of it right now, and you guys are all right. How are you, sir?
Yeah, we are making the best of it. The COVID has definitely made it a little choppy, definitely choppy waters. We had to put our volunteer program on hold, and we're highly dependent on our volunteers here. So the staff's been just working long hours, making sure all the animals are safe and well fed. And I don't think they have any idea anything's going on. So
I was going to say, right. They don't know the difference. It's not like a lot of people's dogs and cats have noticed that their humans haven't left for a long time, but these guys, this knock on wood, it's just business as usual for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody's charging at you.
Yeah. We got the babies here.
I couldn't tell through the camera if that was a tiny pig or if they were just far away. That's fantastic.
No, they just roll up and say what's up.
Amazing. I'm incredibly curious. There's still so much we don't know about the virus, but the recent news that there was a tiger in the Bronx Zoo who tested positive for COVID, which is wild. Has any of that or any of this whole crazy thing impacted how you guys are taking care of the animals? Has it brought up questions you've never had to answer before? What's it been like?
Yeah, no, we're definitely, we always have to worry about like zoonotic diseases when it comes to taking care of animals. But the fact that humans can get it and now animals, and it seems like a caregiver was the one that gave it to a tiger there. That's just pretty insane to think about. We're wearing protective gloves and, we cover our faces when we're close together, the staff, and then we disinfect everything every day. So
doing what you can.
Yeah. So that's about the changes that we've made. But the moment the tiger caught it, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if all these animals caught it?
Yeah, it's just so scary. We used to have an older dog who we recently had to say goodbye to, unfortunately. But, for the longest time, we were taking care of his best friend in the world. We had this dog for 10 years, and we miss him so much. But we keep saying, thank God, he's not here for this because we don't know how we would have managed it, honestly.
Yeah.
To have a special needs animal in this time, it's just a scary thing to much less have. How many animals do you guys have in the barn?
We have 106, but we have about 32 pigs.
A large percentage of which we're getting to meet today.
Actually.
Pretty
amazing.
Typically on these chats, I've been asking a lot of people what they've been doing to occupy all this time at home, but I feel like you've probably never been busier than you are right now.
I've never been busier. Honestly, I have a lot of time with the animals, so I'm just working on building them some cool houses and stuff for the outdoors for when summer comes.
Yeah. Well, I watched, I was telling you, I got a chance to catch the premiere, which airs tomorrow night. You guys filmed this, it looks like about a year ago, right? Was it about? So based on that, keep me honest, you're coming up about a month away from opening the pasture. No? Month and change?
Yeah. And spring actually came earlier today. This year. And so we might be doing it in the next few weeks, and it's going to be really exciting. All the animals look forward to it, and maybe we'll do a Facebook Live and show the world.
You have to. Absolutely. If I may ask, how tall is the grass right now? I don't know if that's a personal question, but I'm curious. That's a big
I
deal
haven't
on
watched
the show.
the first episode in so long.
Big deal on the
It's
show.
definitely not up to par right now. It's really
Okay.
short. I think it just started turning green.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a big story point. Everyone at home, you'll get to see that tomorrow night. It's really important. The grass is where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I was checking out earlier. I saw you were hanging out talking to the guys on TMZ about going vegan and how important that is and has been. Has that always been the case? Or have you always been a vegan, or is that something once you started working on the farm, it was just inevitable? You couldn't reconcile those two worlds.
Actually, when I started, I actually started the sanctuary because I just became vegan when I was out in Austin, Texas. But pretty cool. My dad, I don't preach it too hard because a lot of people don't preach that too hardcore. So I let my dad just kind of figure it out on his own. And at 63, he went vegan. And I was just like, wow, I didn't think that could happen. But he's like, they're just my best friends. I can't do it. They're like family.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. No, I saw that, and then I ended up checking out. You guys have a really awesome site. Was it Meals? What's the website?
Meals.barnsanctuary.org, or you can just go to our website and it's an easy meal planner.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. It was just I brought it up only because so many people are exploring that right now and getting dipping their toes into that lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, what a great tool! What a great resource.
Definitely.
Yeah, that you guys had that, which is pretty cool. Well, all right, let's talk a little bit about the show. The important thing above all, before we get into that, I'm so happy that you're safe, man, and that the team's doing all right, and that the animals are happy and healthy, and that's just really good to see. So keep doing what you're doing over there.
Thank you.
Tomorrow night, it's a big night. You guys, I imagine, are very excited for the premiere. You're going to gather all the animals around, do a viewing party.
I'm going to be hanging out with the animals, going live, but social distancing. So we were going to have a big party, but I'm pretty sure we're just going to turn that into an online party.
Yeah. What all the parties have become these days.
Yeah, right.
Take me back for a second to that moment where you make that dramatic life change. We get to see in the show your dad talks about, he calls you up, says, what are we going to do at the farm? And he even says later on that he never thought in a million years that he'd see his boys come back to run things. What was it for you, besides not being fulfilled with the tech gig? What was it that really pushed you to make that big of a pivot and open up the sanctuary?
I mean, the fact that there was an opportunity to do something super special with the land in my family that's been here for 140 years. This has been a sanctuary for me my entire life. I always came back here when I needed a break from the real world.
Yeah.
And so being able to preserve that and use it for the community, as well as our volunteers and our employees, it's a sanctuary for them, but as well as it's a sanctuary for all the animals.
Yeah.
So that's doing something really special with the land where you don't think it's going to be barn sanctuary for a long while. Cows live up to 20 years.
Wow.
So
you're in for the long haul.
Yeah.
We get to see your brother show up and kind of adjust and adapt. And he also grows to appreciate all the work that it takes to keep this place running. What was that process like for you? How different was the reality of running a sanctuary versus what you expected it to be?
Yeah, no, it was definitely, it was kind of similar actually, but, I had no idea how to take care of farm animals. I was working in tech. I didn't grow up on the farm. My dad did. So there's a lot of sanctuaries around the United States, usually in everyone's backyard. And I would ask the experts on how they would do it or what would they do differently when you first start a sanctuary.
Nice.
So I was able to do that with them. There's a pig fight behind me.
Oh, no.
No, they just play.
Got it. Okay.
And Adam wants food. It's pretty funny.
Is that Adam following you?
Yeah, that's Adam, man. He's a hoot.
So, all right. So you reach out and you ask, what would you guys do differently? And then I guess, are you taking notes? And you're like, okay, so I'll do this.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of put everything together.
There were farm animal care conferences and whatnot. And we actually hire some vet professionals. We work with some of our staff are vet techs. And then we're super close with the teaching hospital here for farm animals at Michigan State. So we're constantly learning and we're constantly trying to do what's best for the animals because they're living their natural, their full lives. So it's we want to make sure they are happy and that they have great enrichment.
For sure, man. And you get that comes through a lot in the first episode and in the show. I was saying to you before we went on air that just I watched it last night, and it really it's such a feel good show to watch the amount of love you guys put into these guys and into these animals, and then also the animals are just fun to watch too. To see them do what they want to do and live their best life out there, man.
Like Adam's super stubborn.
Yeah.
He's a stubborn man. Penny's the sweetest walking art. I mean, literally, it's amazing because each animal on our sanctuary has a different name.
Right.
And we try to go with human names because we want people to relate to them.
Totally.
Getting a good scratch on. But
yeah, go on. What were you gonna say?
Continue.
I was gonna say, what's the name of the rooster on the show that just freaking hates you? There is a rooster that
yeah, Roy.
Roy, that's right. Roy the rooster, man.
Classic Roy.
He appears to be the scariest animal on the farm, from what I could understand.
You know, I'm not scared of a 2,500-pound cow, but I'm scared of a rooster. So that tells you something.
Your fear is justified.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It gets better. It gets better throughout the season.
Okay, good. That's a through line. Roy's like behavior.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Was there someone or an animal on the farm that you were scared of other than Roy, but they turned you around? You realized there was nothing to be afraid of. They're actually a sweetheart.
Yeah. I guess one of our rescues, I think it's gonna be in episode 2. Her name's Buttercup, and all I can really say is that she was aggressive and wanted to charge me, but let's just say she's doing well now. So
that's what you want to hear.
Yeah. But being able to watch her story grow in that episode it's magical, because just like a new rescue dog you get, they're very timid and scared, but you kind of see them break out of their shell as you get to know them.
I can't wait, man. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What's the farthest you guys have ever traveled for a rescue?
So I rescued a calf here named Mike, and he was going blind, and there was only one doctor in the United States willing to do this eye-saving surgery. And I drove him all the way out to Pasadena, California, and from Michigan. So I spent 2 weeks literally in this van with Mike, the calf, and I took him to Malibu. We were on the beach in Malibu. It was beautiful. We went to Mount Rushmore. I was just like, what can I? Yeah. And so
I was gonna say, how do you? I guess maybe you have to pack all the supplies necessary, but like if you have your dog and you're traveling, you can pull over and go to a Petco and get whatever you need. What if you need something for Mike and you're in the middle of who knows on your road trip? How do you take care of a cow on the road?
Let's say they were large poo bags, extra large poo bags. And he would go in the van. But the funniest thing ever was every time I had to get gas, I would open up the side door and people were like, oh my gosh, there's a cow in that van. And I thought it was just so hilarious.
That's wild, man. It's just it's just so nice to see your show coming on the back of like how everyone's kind of obsessed with Tiger King right now on Netflix. And not to go off on a tangent, but like the polar opposite and see people that genuinely love these animals doing great work. Kind of an amazing show to check out, man. So I'm really excited for you. Tell me, you got over 100 some odd animals out there. What's the capacity? Do you guys know? Like, what's your maximum amount? Do you have a number?
We don't have a number. It just a thing that I always say is that every animal has the right to graze. So they always have the right to eat grass. And so as you can tell, they're in grass and rooting. But the moment that there's no growing grass, we have way too many animals. Every animal has that right to eat fresh grass. So, we just built this pig barn. It houses a lot of pigs.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's like the pig palace, man. It's great. And now I'm like, I just built them these shelters with wheels on them so I can move them around the pasture.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Is that for the pigs? Is that?
Yeah, it's for the pigs because they like to sunbathe a lot, but I want to make sure they got some shade out in the big pasture. So, but yeah, I really don't know the capacity. Let's just say we want to build a cow barn soon. Yeah. So, yeah.
Dude, when you were working in like all this woodworking and building all these different things, is this stuff you've learned since you started the sanctuary, or was this stuff that you were doing on the side while you were working in tech or whatnot?
Oh no, I learned how to build these little things 2 weeks ago. If you just Google and you follow the directions, you can do whatever you want.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I've always had the passion to be around animals and take care of them. So that was something I always had.
Well, I'm so excited for you, man. We're coming into the home stretch here. I'll remind everybody, that the Saved by the Barn, it premieres tomorrow night on Animal Planet, 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. You're not going to want to miss it. It's fantastic. Oh, and where can people go to buy some merch and support the farm? I saw you guys had.
You can go to our website, barnsanctuary.org, and we got some merch. We got some Hug a Cow t-shirts, Kiss a Big Pig t-shirts. Also, our Facebook is super active. So I go on Facebook Lives all the time, and it's a great way to get a virtual tour of the property.
That's pretty amazing, man. Well, thank you for the virtual tour. One last question I'm going to ask. It's not animal related. How old did you say the house was, your grandmother's house?
Oh, yeah. We've had it for 140 years.
140 years.
Crazy.
Are there places that are in fact haunted? At 140 years old, there has to be something in there.
Heck yeah. There are some doors we don't open anymore in that house.
No way. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very,
it's
very
creepy.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Do the animals get into the house? Do the animals ever?
No, we keep them far away.
Yeah,
my dad still lives in the house. You know, he's got to do it. Yeah. You
got to have some semblance of order. You've got to maintain.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Dan, man, congrats again on the show. And
thank you.
Again, I'm so happy to see that you guys are doing all right and you're hanging in there and the animals are doing well as well. One last time, everybody, Saved by the Barn is tomorrow night, April 11th at Animal Planet, 10 p.m. Eastern Pacific. Dan, anything else before we get out of here? Want to say anything else?
No, man. I'm excited for everyone to meet the animal family at Saved by the Barn tomorrow night.
Beautiful, man.
Tune in.
Keep doing what you're doing. Stay safe. Cheers to you, man. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you. Bye-bye.